Hey guys, Dib the Awesome here to give you yet another exciting Cosmic Era update review. This is a new generation of Monster Legends, a new era, like it says, Cosmic Era, boom, new beginnings and all that stuff. And it's been a few weeks since that update. And I'm going over all the new changes, all the things that were added and or changed. The first episode was PvP, so if you want to go check that out, go check that out. But today we're gonna talk about the Infinity Gauntlet, a very special new dungeon implemented into the game. That goes inside with like the Amber Mythic dungeon or Stardust dungeon. Tab here. This is a very special dungeon. So what is the Infinity Gauntlet? The Infinity Gauntlet is a series of battles. It's exactly like survival, like if you played Nemesis Dungeon or just Nemesis Dungeon, or just like things that require you. Once something's dead, it's dead. I don't think you could spend gems in the Nemesis Dungeon, but in this one, you can actually spend 10 gems to revive your monsters. I don't know if that's really worth, depending on where you're at. I guess maybe it is, but for the most part, I just when my things die, they're dead, and I wait the next day for it to refresh. It seems to be every 24 hours you get respawned to your next checkpoint. So what is it really exactly? So again, like I said, you go through a series of battles. He doesn't use any stamina too, so these could be considered free daily rewards. Excuse me. And you go through it, you get the rewards. It's spicy, it's great, and it gets progressively harder as you go down the road. It's increase. Think of it like Mortal Kombat, right? I think there's a mode in Mortal Kombat where it gets increasingly harder the farther you progress into it. And then at some point you just get pub stomped because you're either A, not strong enough, or B, it's some some circumstances that just are out of your control. They get a lot of turns in, or they do a lot of damage. And I think this is why Megaton monsters are going to play a huge part in this. I think the best monsters to take into these dungeons are healers and tanks. Because at some point they do a lot of damage. They will destroy your soul. It's unbelievable. And I also think a monster that has like good cooldowns would also be great here, like non-activatable cooldowns. But just from what I've seen a lot of possessors and cooldowns activate. So yeah, Megatons is always welcome here. I haven't seen any cosmic fights yet, but for the most part, it just seems like mythic monsters seem to roam the land. Now, as you can see right now, my main boys are dead, but I still got my backup boys. These are the backup boys. We got Donkey Kong, we got the Greatest Heist, and we got Brewberry. Brewberry Pillsbury. Bada bing, bada boom. And all of them can hold masks, and that's very lovely. So if you want to get really good into these dungeons, again, sustain is the most important thing, because you're going to be constantly fighting battles. Your boys are going to get tired. It's meant to be like that. At some point, you just find something that hurts a lot. It gets when I comment from Lewis, I don't have armor claws, and when I saw armor claw cells, I could see myself get so sweaty. So one Jade armor claw fan. There we go. There's one boy. And that's actually going to go into my next thing. Again, you restart from your last checkpoint. You don't actually get the rewards from the previous nodes. Let's say it's the next day, I go back to the last checkpoint. I won't actually get all the rewards from the previous nodes. So I think that's kind of what I'm about to say here is maybe sometimes you don't want to clear it. Maybe you do want to wait just like it to go back, because every time you don't do any of the nodes, like let's say you do it, I don't know what the reset period is, or maybe it's like 2 days or a day of just not touching it. You go back to, I always find myself back to square one, like at the 10th checkpoint, like 10th node, like all the way back here. Here, I'll even show you. So whenever I don't do it, I always find myself, well, I can't move my screen, but I guess I'll just do a battle done. and then after we'll show you some more. But I always find myself in back in the beginning. Like I have to do everything over again. And this is relevant because OL like when it makes sense, you just get uh, more rewards just by staying where you're at in the farther end. Nah, I think you make the same. I guess I don't really know if you make the same because you're missing out on the mythic rewards too, because this dungeon also holds mythic monster cells, and this could change every month. Like it could be different mythic monsters. Right now we have past monsters. In the future, this could be a place where you could farm blast cells or like Mr. Beast. These cells could be entitled to change. So I will, depending on what's the node, like the node rewards for the mythics, you might actually want to wait a while to do your Infinity Dungeon again. You might want to wait for it to reset because those cells could be important to what you want in the game. There's gonna be a Teddy VR monster. Sweet. But yeah, you'll be able to get you're able to get mythic monster cells too. So if your mythic bestiary is lacking right now, this would be the way to get them. What else is there to say about this? Again, this gets increasingly harder. At some point, you do get overwhelmed. I missed the boy here. I missed the beast boy. Bada bing, bada boom. And then we go for this, and it's spicy. Anything that can hold an essence is also really good. But yeah, that's all I really have to genuinely say. Oh yeah, every time you reach a checkpoint too, your monsters get healed. So it's pretty great. And you can see here I get Stardust for completing nodes. Your monsters, I don't think your monsters get revived for completing nodes, do they? I guess that's a good thing to check. Nope, you still have to wait. So if you always die, you have to pay 10 gems or wait till your nodes reset. Yeah, it's because they revive every day. But again, you don't even want to do daily grinds in the Infinity Dungeon because you might want the mythic shells. That's the only, I will say that might be the only real justification, or unless you can't really get far in the dungeon. I will say there's only two reasons I want to reset or like get farther back, like wait a few days, like a day or two, depending on how far it takes you back. One is because you want the mythic rewards, right? And the other reason it's because the next fight after once you get to the first checkpoint might be really hard. Because I will say it starts getting hard at like 170 for me when I have like a team of rank 3s, or like I guess two rank 3s and a healer like Igneous. I don't have my Igneous ranked up, but my bomb beta dies really fast, and he's the tank, so that says something. That means everyone else is entitled to blow up, so it can be really difficult to progress through the dungeons if you don't have Megataunt. So I will say, rank up a Megataunt immediately. You need someone to take everything. You got like a bunch of taxes, right? You need like someone to do your taxes. You need to have them take all the taxes, all the attacks, all the blame. Like, oh, it's like tax fraud, blame my taxi. And like, oh, who's your taxidermist? Okay, completely different job thing, but blame Bombeta. Blame Bombeta is the man you want to yell at. He's the man you want to talk over the phone. Be that guy at work. It's like, oh, hey, do you know where this is? I'll just tell him to go to this department. You don't know. Honest answer, you don't know. And that's like, oh, you're supposed to know. It's like, I just don't know. It's like it's not even my job application to know where inventory is. Be that guy. Be that guy's like, well, just tell him the honest truth. You don't know. You know less than them. Because you're not the inventory boy, you're the carry boy. But yeah, that's pretty much a summary. Again, final tips. Bring someone that's got Megataunt. You need that. You have to have that. It's just too much damage later on. You just get more clears that way too. The less punishment you get is the more rewarding it is. Bring someone with like stamina regen. I think things that are able to give you stamina back, because you will find yourself out of stamina quite a bit. Helpful. You'll find that helpful. Anything that heals, heal and stamina gem's really good. I don't think pause removal is too important here. I'm more so wanting to remove effects more than anything, so removal effects is kind of better, I think, for these situations. Vanos is really good here. The Cosmic Mythic Vanos is really good. Um, see, I talked about that. Anything that can buy deactivation on cooldowns, because I find myself possessed and cooldowns activate more than anything. Because as you see, we just fought a guy Daigo too. Yeah, we just got dude. Look at the 3 monsters. Look at the 3 monsters. I am not just talking about, dude. We got a guy Daigo, shit, Rock. I call him Rocklock. We got Glamhead. Glamhead. I call him Rocklock. And then we got Siamish. Hashtag twins rule. Being a twin myself, so twins rule. It's scientifically proven by man. Double is double trouble. Bada bing, bada boom, half flop. There we go. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys found this educational and useful. One more time, just to repeat, just to summarize. Only do the dungeon resets when you A, would like the mythic rewards, and B, when the fights start getting really, really hard, like from what you have. But yeah, that's it. Boom. I'm Dibby Awesome, and I'll catch you guys later.